Let it be borne in mind that the tragedy of life does not lie in not reaching your goals. The tragedy lies in having no goals to reach for. It's not a calamity to die with dreams unfulfilled, but it is a calamity to have no dreams.
Herman Cain's life story is that of the American dream, a true rags to riches story. While his mother cared for his family, Cain's father took on 3 jobs to support his family and provide a solid foundation for his son to excel. And Herman did just that. He took the world by storm. He got a degree in mathematics before going to work as a ballistics analyst for the U.S. Navy. After that, Cain took on the business world, and after climbing the ladder at Pillsbury, he took the reins as CEO of the struggling Godfather pizza chain. He quickly turned it around into one of the most successful restaurant chains in the entire country. And just when you thought he'd peaked, he broke new ground. A staunch conservative and a supporter of American businesses and American workers, Cain rode the Tea Party wave and became the first African American to lead in a national poll in the Republican primary. Though he ultimately lost the 2012 primary, the Cain train wasn't out of steam. He went on to inspire and rally conservatives with his fiery talk on radio and TV, including as a contributor on this network. He campaigned for President Trump in 2016 and helped him reach the White House. He lost his fight to COVID-19, working to do just that again in 2020, help Trump win. His life was nothing short of extraordinary, and we'll all miss him dearly. Here now to discuss his life and his legacy are 2 friends. Mike Huckabee, 2016 GOP presidential candidate, Fox News contributor, and Pastor Darrell Scott, co-founder of the National Diversity Coalition for Trump. Governor, why was Herman Cain such a powerful voice in today's political conversation?
Lauren, one of the reasons, he was the quintessential Christian gentleman. He had such a positive outlook on life. He cared about people. That was a genuine passion that he had about everything he did. But there was something else about Herman. He had a great sense of humor. He treated everyone with great respect and dignity. But he never, ever whined or complained about where he had been. He was just so grateful for all that God had given him the opportunity to do. His spirit was contagious. You get around Herman and you just felt like life was going to be okay. And I'll tell you, we've lost a giant of a person who was a great entrepreneur, a great Christian gentleman, a great business leader, a great political leader, a great humorist, and let me say, I put it on my Twitter account, a great singer. He actually had a terrific voice. I played bass guitar at the Iowa Straw Poll in 2011 when Herman was singing. And I had no idea the guy had it in him. But he was just an all-around great human being. We really are going to miss him.
And little known fact, Herman Cain was, I think, one of the first to campaign for Donald Trump. Here he is back in 2015.
I'm gonna walk on track. You know that, and the only way we're gonna get back on the right track is that we have got to have the right leader in the White House.
Pastor Darrell Scott, you shared this picture of you with Herman Cain back at another 2015 rally in Georgia. Tell us about that day. Why was it so significant?
Well, President Trump, then candidate Donald Trump, had invited myself and other African Americans, well, about 50 of us actually, that went to their very first rally in Georgia. And it was there that I met Herman Cain for the first time. I was very pleasantly surprised to see him there. And, you know, a lot of people don't know when they make these different type of allegations against President Trump that he had 2 black guys, myself and Herman Cain, open up his very first rally, October 2015. I found him to be a great, great guy, a great American, a great conservative, a great Christian, and a great Trump supporter. And he encouraged me and he exhorted me. He said, man, don't let the crowd, don't let public opinion, don't let anybody try to bully you or pressure you or intimidate you into not standing firm on your convictions and following the dictates of your conscience. You stay in there. And if you ever need me for anything, don't hesitate to call. You have not because you ask not. And he was just a great, 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 great guy. When Governor Huckabee was talking, it was bringing a smile to my face because it caused me to remember and reflect upon the type of person Herman Cain was to me. Just a great, great guy. I think history would be a very, very kind to him, and his accomplishments in the political realm, in the business realm, and in the spiritual religious realm, they cannot be overstated.
I completely agree. His spirit reminds me a little bit of Justice Thomas's. I mean, he was just always laughing, fun, always made you feel better about where you were and what you were doing. Even when the going was getting tough for Donald Trump in October of 2016, I was at an event with him out in California in Bakersfield, and he basically said, these other Republicans who are falling to the wayside and are predicting doom and gloom, he's like, keep going, Laura. This is going to be a fantastic journey that we're on right now. And he just always made people feel better about the moment. Now, Governor, there's been some ugliness in the wake of his death. Tonight on CNN, Chris Cuomo had one of the more disgusting takes.
I wish that this president have no peace until he thinks about what he's exposing people to. He didn't even mention that Mr. Cain was at his rally among the maskless masses. Now, maybe he didn't get it there. Sure as hell didn't help.
Implying evidence of cause of death without any evidence. Governor, thoughts?
This is just painful to watch. If Chris Cuomo wants to dress someone down about COVID, why didn't he talk to his brother, whose stupid decision about nursing home killed thousands of people, including the parents-in-law of one of our dear friends that you and I both know and love, Janice Dean. This is outrageous for him to come on there and speculate. You know, Herman Cain deserves better. He deserves to be remembered only as that vivacious guy. I first met him in 2007. We were both big advocates of the fair tax. Later, when he ran for president in 2012 and he pushed out the 999, he did it with such just gracious spirit. And I'll tell you, in all the time that I've known Herman, this is the first time, Laura, that he's ever made me sad.
I know. I agree with you. And Reuters put out a tweet that I shouldn't be surprised about, Pastor Scott, but Herman Cain, ex-presidential candidate who refused to wear a mask, dies after COVID-19 diagnosis. So this is a man who accomplished so much in his life. And what they use as that a positive phrase, if they still know what that means over at Reuters, is that he didn't wear a mask. That's what his life amounts to at Reuters. It's disgusting.
Disgusting is too kind of a word for it. These doggone people on the left, these media outlets, and this moron, this idiotic moron, Chris Cuomo, are some of the most vile human beings. I really don't even want to equate them to human beings. They're just some of the vile characters, the vilest characters that I've ever encountered in my life. To say something like that of someone with so great a legacy as a Herman Cain. He was a great, great American, a great conservative, a great Christian. And the reason they hate him is because he was also a great Trump supporter. They need to be ashamed of themselves. But Herman Cain was who he was. He's done what he's done, and he's left a tremendous legacy. Go. And he's left some big shoes for us to walk in, too.
You bet. And we'll do it. Gentlemen, thank you. I couldn't think of two better people to have on tonight.